All right. Oh, we are live. We are ready to dive in to all of your questions and all of the things. I am live here on YouTube and on TikTok. Oh shoot! Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. I forgot I had turned this mic on. Hey y'all. We are live on YouTube and on TikTok. So I'm extremely excited to get into this Q&A. I believe this is my first one. So yeah, let's just dive into it. If you do not know, I am a certified herbalist, a certified holistic health practitioner. I recently just graduated, and I am on a journey. Well, not journey. I just have to take my board certification test to become a holistic doctor. So, I've done my work in just being educated in this space. I want to share that knowledge with you and just answer all of the questions that I typically get. I have a broadcast channel on you no not YouTube on Instagram, and so I put in like some questions. I wanted to ask them what they wanted to ask me. I also did it on just like my Instagram stories, and so I gathered a few questions that that typically I get asked. I'm gonna start with the most obvious one, okay, right? I'm gonna also make me some tea while I talk to you guys. I not only specialize in male herbal teas, but also like from your whole body, like head to toe, right? So also women teas as well. And so I'm gonna make me some tea while we talk and we chat about this. Now, the biggest question that I get is, do herbs work? Okay. I always get, do herbs work? And I get the question because we're so used to pills. We're so used to allopathic. That's like our natural our usual way of going about healing our bodies, going to the doctor, picking up some medication and going from there. It's called allopathy, but the holistic way is to not just take a pill or take an herb, but take care of your entire body. So what's key is to drink half your body weight in ounces. So I'm let's just say you are 160. So you should be drinking about 80 to 90 ounces of water a day. And it's good water, y'all, not just tap water. Spring water, distilled water, purified water. If you are not drinking spring water, make sure that you're adding some type of minerals to your vitamin schedule. Herbs can give you that as well. So like drinking like teas, like my blood flow tea and stuff like that, it can give you that as well. But make sure that you're adding back in those minerals, because electrolytes are what hydrate you. Okay. Water is great for your body systems and all that stuff. So you do need water, but you do need electrolytes. So you're actually satisfied, if that makes sense. Okay. So drink half your body weight in ounces. This is how to make herbs work. Um, Exercise, move your body, walk, lift some type of weight. Okay. Do all of that. Thirdly, make sure that you're making healthy food choices. Eat whole foods. Don't just eat anything and expect that your body will work optimally. I always think of everything as a formula. Health is a formula. We know what works. We know what doesn't work. So make sure to just incorporate what we know that works. Um it's hard because when you walk out the door, you see all of the things that you know tastes good, that you grew up with, like this nostalgic foods. You see the Cheetos. Like when I was growing up, Cheetos were my favorite snack, right? And I would have eat them, but maybe one or two or one day, not necessarily every day. I just keep them stocked in my pantry. You know what I mean? No. Instead, let's replace that with farm fresh eggs. Let's replace that with things that you actually enjoy eating, like a vegetable that you actually like sweet potatoes. Or I saw this dude on Twitter. He gave excellent advice. He said, how you stay healthy is by finding a vegetable and a meat that you don't mind eating every day, and you just keep it. That's an excellent way to simplify it with your brain. You don't have all these choices to make, and it's not just something brand new all the time. So you're able to nourish your body by eating similarly like the same thing every day. But you're giving yourself the nutrients that it needs, a complete nutrients, a complete set of nutrients, I would say. So you want your healthy fats, you want your protein, you want your fiber, okay? And you want to make sure that you're fueling your body so you're not overly hungry as well. Okay. For junk. Okay, no junk. Just no junk. As we age, we want to make sure that we are taking care of our bodies. Oh, I forgot I put this book here. Um this is a great book. It's called The End of Overeating. Um we always talk about like under eating and not eating enough and being concerned about that, but we hardly ever talk about eating less, and how much we are processing our food, how we are going from the carrot to the carrot cake, and then that's just all we eat, and we're like, well, there's carrots in there. You know what I mean? No, it's better to eat what grows, what naturally is there for you to eat, because it works optimally with your body. Okay, okay, okay. So let's reflect. So first, make sure that you are drinking half your body weight in ounces, and make sure it's good quality water. Make sure that you're exercising, and make sure I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing comments. Okay. Okay, and make sure that you are eating whole foods. Would I rather juice or blend? Okay, so someone asked juicing or smoothie. I'm guessing that's what you mean. Yes, yes. I like both. I like juice for convenience. Um, and I like the way juice like feels, it's like smooth. But smoothies are better in a way that they give you the fiber, right? You don't want to just constantly take fiber out of your diet. You need the fiber. So since I do like juicing mostly, I just make sure I'm eating raspberries. Raspberries are a great source of fiber. Chia seeds are a great source of fiber as well. So I'm making sure I incorporate those foods as well while I juice, because I'm always making juice videos. Check out my shorts, y'all. And you'll see that I'm always making juice videos that give you the nutrients you need, but you do also need that fiber. So make sure that you're cognizant of that as well. Oh, and you know what I love as a great fiber source is sourdough bread. Now we are taught that sourdough bread is not the best. I mean, not sourdough bread. That bread is not the best, but sourdough bread is great for so many things. It's amazing for your gut because it's fermented, and it just keeps you regular, keeps you, just a lot of things that you wouldn't typically feel like bread would give you. Sourdough bread does. I need to go to the bakery and get some. I always get it from my local bakery, so that I can kind of ensure that it's fresh and it's not made with too many preservatives, so it doesn't last as long, but it shouldn't, because it's real. You know what I mean? So, anyways, okay, so let's keep going down our list of how to make sure that herbs work. Now, make sure that you are keeping your stress levels low. As men, as women, we tend to internalize things or overly take in stressful situations or experiences, and we don't realize how much that affects our bodies. It affects your body greatly. Stress affects your body greatly. I cannot emphasize it enough. I believe that a lot of us are constantly in a stressful situation, so we don't even realize that we are stressed. It affects your digestion. It affects your hormones, your adrenals, which sit on top of your kidneys. Okay, I have my man back here. I'll show you guys. So let me knock this stomach off. Okay, so um here are your kidneys, right? And there are glands right here that sit on top of the kidneys. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of yellow. Those are called your adrenals. And they are a gland. They're part of the endocrine system, and they're a gland that are responsible for secreting hormones that you need for particular body functions. Now, it's important to keep your adrenals happy so that they secrete the hormones that they need to in a timely manner and not over secrete like cortisol, which we cortisol is a buzzword, right? We've heard that so many times. We don't want to overly secrete that hormone because we'll be stuck in a state of stress. That affects your nervous system. And you have different areas of your nervous system, right? So you have your autonomic nervous system, which is just works on its own. You don't think about it, and you have a part of that that is activated by this particular hormone, which is your sympathetic nervous system, right? And that's the stress, that's the fight or flight. And when you're always in that space, you can't digest your food. You can't experience pleasure. You can't think clearly because you're stuck in, okay, I have to figure out how to survive constantly. So no, we're not running away from lions, as they say, anymore, but we are running away from problems all the time. And it's important that you recognize that, you deal with it accordingly. So it's not affecting your digestive system, it's not affecting your reproductive system, it's not affecting your heart. It's extremely important. I like to talk about that the most, but I don't talk about it as much as I want to because my audience is 90% men, and most of y'all don't like talking about situations like that. Like I don't want to talk about the emotional part, but it's extremely important. So I just want to put that bug in your ear so you just kind of remember. Okay, last but not least, okay, I said stress. I said stress, I said healthy eating, I said drink your water, I said exercise, and something else that I love to say, but it might just be supplementation. There it is. Supplementation. So it is important to supplement. I'm shrugging my shoulders and I'm like making this face because I didn't believe this at first. I was like, okay, honestly, you could just get it from the healthy foods. And even I was pregnant with all six of my children, and I never really believed in supplementation, even when I was pregnant. So I'm like, I could just eat healthy and it's fine. My body will do what it needs to do. But why not give your body even more? Even if you feel that way, which is understandable, and if you have an extremely healthy diet. But most of the time, we're busy. Our environment is not constructed to be healthy. It's not. We're not surrounded by health all the time. Most of the time, we're surrounded by unhealth. Okay, I was about to say another word, but I'm not. Okay, so most of the time we're surrounded about around things that are not good for us. So we have to be overly intentional about that. So make sure you are taking a quality multivitamin. Herbs. That's why I push herbs so much. Oh shoot, I forgot I was making my tea. That's why I push herbs so much because they help to supplement in such a great way. Like for example, speaking from my perspective, a woman's perspective, I can drink a tea before or during my menstrual cycle that will balance my mood completely. You can ask my husband, balance my mood. It will like reduce any type of breakouts that I could have, like acne breakouts that come from hormonal changes. On your face, you have different areas of on your face that show different issues with your body. So, like for example, like here is digestion, here are hormones, or here on your cheeks. Um, what else? Just different parts of your face. So, like the chin is hormones as well. So you can really just tell by how your body is reacting of where you need the balance. So, anyways, herbs help to balance all different areas of your body along with the healthy foods, along with the exercise, along with sleep. You guys ever got about sleep? Along with getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, along with all of these things. I'm gonna give you like very recent knowledge that I've really come to understand with education and just living it, is that health comes first. Usually we feel like health comes last. No, health comes first. Like literally, not your job, not anything else. Because health is time. Health is human experience. Health is reproductive health. Okay. And I'm saying reproductive health so I don't say anything else. So, anyways, yeah. So, health is the basis of everything that you do. The time that you have with your children, the time that you have to enjoy all of the things that you want to experience in his life. So it comes first because it's priority. So make sure you're getting up early and getting that workout in. Make sure that you are saying no to all of the food uh temptations that you see all around you. Because it's that important. Make sure that you're getting your sleep. Make sure that you are protecting the spaces of your emotional health so that you're good. You know, it's extremely important to stay healthy. So, yes, herbs are a priority in my house. I'm constantly giving my husband his tea in the morning, or like putting the herbs, because I have powder herbs. That's why I have like my stiff and strong blend, because like I can add it to like a smoothie or something for him, and it has like tonga ali, and it has which is bitter, but uh, you can balance it with. I also balance it with my blend with the sweet black maca. That's an adaptogen. Adaptogens help you just relax and stay balanced all over your body. Like, so you add these things into like a coffee, or like a smoothie, or you take it like in a capsule, because I have capsules as well, so that you're able to be balanced in a complete way. Okay, so before we did herbs, which is usually my finale because it's my favorite thing to talk about. But sleep. How could I forget sleep? You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. You need it. I struggle with this as well because I have a lot of things on my to-do list, but I still prioritize, okay, I need to get in this bed at least by 11. So then if I have 11 to 6:30, okay, that's good. Um you got to prioritize sleep. It is of utmost importance. It's like the basis of your health. Everything works better if you sleep. So you're able to actually choose those healthy food choices when you've had sleep. If not, you might crave things that just are like quick energy, because you're tired. So your body's like, oh, I haven't slept. So let me pick up this candy bar because I know that it's high in sugar and it'll give me energy. Your body's extremely smart. And most of the time we do what our body says. We don't tell our body what to do, right? So, anyways, you'll crave that more. You'll not be as happy. You'll be stressed out. You see what I mean? So it goes back to the other things that you need to do. Sleep is foundation. Make sure you're getting a quality sleep as well. Make sure it's cool. Make sure it's dark. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you're in a space that's not like messy, because your brain it won't settle down. Make sure that also you're not drinking too close to bedtime. I'm guilty of this as well. You'll get up and you won't have the complete 7 hours of sleep. You see, and so just make sure that that's a priority for not only your male health but your entire body. It's of utmost importance. Okay, so those are the things that you need to focus on to make herbs work. Okay, um, herbs are important. The supplementation is important, as I mentioned before. But to make herbs work, get your sleep, healthy food choices, exercise, stress levels low, and why do I keep it so? I keep it so sleep, healthy food choices, keep your stress levels low, exercise. I don't know. Y'all heard it. Okay, I can't remember the fifth one that I always say. So make sure you incorporate those things. Okay. All right. To our next question. Now I always get um what's the best herb for um erections, right? What's the best herb to make them super strong? Now, I love this question, but I kind of hate it as well because it could vary for different people. Okay, so it depends on what you particularly need. So if you're stressed out, the best herb I would recommend is an ashwagandha or a black maca, because they're an adaptogen. Okay, so an adaptogen, as I mentioned before, adaptogenic herbs help calm your adrenals, remember, on top of your kidneys, right? And that calm relaxes your body and allows the hormones to secrete and you to just be at optimal performance because you're not tired. Your body is not forcing itself. Okay. Um, so that's what I would recommend if you're stressed or if you're overly exerting yourself. But what if you have like a blood vessel thing going on? So let's say you have you're experiencing high blood pressure. Okay, well I would recommend something like Damiana because Damiana relaxes your blood vessels, or hibiscus, it helps your heart, you know, or hawthorn berries, it does the same. You want herbs that are going to boost your circulatory system. Okay. So then okay, so let's say you're struggling with sleep. And I'm like, okay, you're like, dang, I don't know what's messing, but I am tired all the time. I don't know what's messing up, my my erections, but I know I'm tired all the time. Okay. I would recommend something like blue pea flower. And I have blue pea flower in my fat melting blend because it relaxes you, but also lemon balm and it helps you to sleep. And then while you're sleeping, you're able to have um nocturnal tumescence. You're able to have that occur. Now, nocturnal tumescence is when you are experiencing erections throughout the night because your body is doing its natural rhythm, And so when you're able to do that, when you're able to have boosted testosterone levels at night and you're able to get that rest, then you can experience more pleasure. You get it? So it depends on what it is that you need. Now, a more total package when it comes to these herbs, I would definitely recommend Tongat Ali. Tongat Ali is great, and I know it's a buzzword. I know you've probably heard it. Tongat Ali is amazing when it comes to male reproductive health. Now, also Tribulus. Tribulus. Okay, I think I have this back here. Oh wait, Tongat Ali is in my stiff and strong blend, but Tribulus. Where's Tribulus? Is this it? I don't know. Tribulus is in my iron DT. I think it's here. Okay, so like when we were kids and like it was like this sticky bug. It's called a sticky bug. I don't know if everybody calls it a sticky bug though, but they're really like pointy, and then you'll be like running, you'll be playing, and then it'll like pop, like it'll point you, and it'll hurt. And you'll be like, oh man, it's a sticky bug. Okay, so Tribulus is like a sticky bug. I'm gonna show you. It's so crazy because when I make herbs, isn't that cool? When I make herbs, sometimes it'll drop and it'll be on the floor and then I'll step on it. And it's the worst. But anyways, it is a powerful herb for male health. It is called tribulus. It is a powerful herb for male health. It nourishes the prostate. It nourishes your overall male reproductive system. So it's not just, of course, your penile tissue. Of course, it is your testes. Of course, it's your prostate. Even your urinary health is extremely important because let's say you have an enlarged bladder that's pushing on your prostate because they're right connected to each other. It'll affect your prostate too much. Your prostate is important in creating your semen. So all of these things work together. As a woman, our urinary system isn't as connected to our reproductive system as it is for you guys. So it's important to keep both of those systems healthy and thriving. And Tribulus, the sticky bug, the sticky bug herb is amazing for that. So Tongat Ali, Tribulus is like a more overall thing. Tribulus, Tongat Ali, and what would I say is another one that's a more overall herb that will be like great. We'll stick with those two. We'll stick with those two. Okay, so those two, but be like be cognizant of the fact that it's what you need. That's how I will be able to help you the best. And I'm going to start consultation soon, so I'm excited about that. I do want to finish my test, my board of certification test, before I start consultations, and because a consultation will be best for determining what's best for you. We're all different, but we're all the same. But you have to make sure that it's what you need. That's basically what I'm saying. It's what you need. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions that are just here. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. So let's go to our next question. I have them actually written here on my iPad. Okay. Um, you know what? Here it is. Okay, so next question that I always get and that I did get from here is what about issues with my prostate? Okay? Prostate is a big deal because prostate is a major issue that lots of men have. I know in the US, I don't know the stats of the rest of the world, but definitely the US. Prostate The prostate is a small walnut shaped organ in a male's body. Now, women don't have prostates because, as I told you before, what the prostate does is create semen. Okay, so we don't need that. What's important about keeping the prostate healthy is that it's important for you to be able to reproduce. Um, Also, when your prostate becomes unhealthy, it can become enlarged, and that could also affect your bladder, which would make you urinate a lot at night and all that good stuff. Um, Prostate healthy foods are actually walnuts, which is crazy. Walnuts. Also prostate healthy herbs are saw palmetto. Saw palmetto is great for the prostate. It reduces 5 alpha reductase, which could lead to enlargement of the prostate. Um, it also helps with just overall male health, or just your overall vitality. So herbs are usually a multi-use. They don't just do one thing like you would think. Other like pills and stuff do or whatever. They do multiple things. Saw palmetto is also good for women. It is said that it could help to boost a cup size for women. So saw palmetto is great for men and women, but it's amazing for the prostate. Now, also what's great for the prostate are nettles. Nettles are extremely nourishing. I don't know, have you guys ever seen nettles in like the wild? Like I know European countries, they just eat nettles like greens, like what we would call greens. So like collard greens and like turnip and mustard and stuff. You can eat nettles like that. But I think I have this here. Oh yeah, I have it here. Great, so I can show y'all. Okay, so nettles are like green, but these are just I would say they're like grounded up. Ah! They're grounded up. I have nettles here because they're great for the blood. They're not just great for the prostate, they're great for the blood. Because they're high in iron. And you know, of course, iron is what you need to make your blood. So I love to add nettles to lots of my blends. Nettles are in my iron D blend, and I believe saw palmetto is in my high blood pressure blend because it's great for reducing high blood pressure. As I said, multi-use. So saw palmetto, nettles are great for the prostate. It's important when it comes to caring for your prostate that you are eating healthy foods because if you're eating like a high um, fried food diet, that could affect the prostate. Um, it I can't stress enough to eat healthy. I can't stress enough to eat healthy whole foods so that it nourishes your body in all the areas. And while you're doing that, supplement your body with nettles, supplement your body with saw palmetto. I thought I had saw palmetto over here so I could show you guys. Oh, I do. I love showing y'all like the real herbs. I just think it's so cool. It's very sciencey, hands on. You know, like in class and in school, how like it's like, oh, well, this is like let's literally like make this particular thing, or like let's see the organism or something like that, or this is what how I feel about herbs. Okay, so this is saw palmetto. You see, it's a berry, and this one is particularly cut and ground because it's best when you're when it comes to herbs that you let them sit if they're berries or wood or they're cut a little bit. Okay, so you can like it's like burst open the goodness. Okay, so saw palmetto is amazing for that. Okay, so Let's continue. Do we have anything here? 'Cause I just want to make sure. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not missing any questions on there. Okay, here we go. Now, oh, this is one I get all the time. Blood flow. How can I increase blood flow? Okay, blood flow. Okay, after the nervous system, circulatory system has to be my favorite. I think because it has to do with the heart, and like the heart is like beating, and then the valves are like pumping everything through your blood, your body, into your through the veins, and like the veins are connected to the capillaries, and then those the arteries. Sorry, through the arteries. Sorry about that. Your blood is pumped through your arteries, not the veins. Okay. Your blood is pumped through the arteries, then they go through the capillaries and they go to the veins, and your veins push the deoxygenated blood back to your heart, and then it just starts all over again with the lungs. Like, it's just so cool, right? Okay, maybe that's nerdy of me. So, how to boost that whole process? Move your body. We don't move our bodies enough. Statistically, I believe in America, people get about 3 to 5,000 steps a day. Horrific. Okay. Horrific amount of moving our body. We have to move our bodies. Moving your body boosts that whole process, because while your heart is pumping, your valves are getting it through your arteries, and the arteries are moving with dang, I forgot what it's called right now. Anyways, what your arteries have like a little pumping system, and they do their thing, right? Well, your veins don't really have that. Okay. Between your veins and your lymphatic system, they don't have as much power. You do that power. Okay. So that's why I don't know if you've ever heard of lymphatic brushing, where you take a brush, you brush towards the heart. Yeah, you're brushing towards the heart because you have to help your body get the toxins out. You have to help your body to move that blood back to get it oxygenated again. So move your body, okay? That's what you have to do. Secondly, eat vitamin-rich foods that are boosting the blood. Okay, so like for example, the nettles that are in my iron DT. The nettles are also in my cleansing detox tea as well, for the same reason. Excuse me, because you're boosting that that blood so that it is healthy, it is rich. Your blood cells do their thing. They actually shed their nucleus. So you know how a cell, I don't know if you guys remember this in school, but dang, I need a board. I need a board. Babe, I need a board. If you know how you have the cell, right? And then you have inside of that, you have the nucleus. That's like the brain of the cell. Well, red blood cells, to make sure that they have enough room to put all the blood, they want to get as much amazing blood within them. They've shed their nucleus. So they're not able to replicate themselves. So since they're not able to replicate themselves, they need you to help them cycle through with nutrients such as iron, such as all of these things, right? Okay, so you have to make sure that you're doing that with your foods. You have to make sure that you're doing that with your herbs. Now, a trick that I learned is that things that look like something are like the thing, or they help the thing. So, like red foods. So, foods such as beets, foods such as raspberries, foods such as red bell peppers. I forgot what they're called for a second. Red bell peppers. It contains capsaicin, I believe. I believe that's how you say that. But it helps to boost the blood. You know, all of these things. You should eat all of these foods to make sure that your blood is rich and healthy in nutrients. And also with the herbs. Raspberries are great, but also red raspberry leaf. Okay, so red raspberry leaf is amazing for your blood. It's amazing for balancing your hormones and doing all of that great stuff. So, also hibiscus. Do I have hibiscus over here? Oh, I think I do. Yes. Okay, so see hibiscus. Uh-oh. Ah! My mic. Sorry, y'all. Okay, I want to show y'all. Okay, so hibiscus, you see how red it is? This is what makes my blood flow to the beautiful color that it is. Oh my gosh, I love hibiscus. And it tastes so good. That's why people put it in everything, because it tastes so good. But it's really good for your heart. It's really good for your blood. Okay, so make sure that you're moving Make sure that you're eating those vitamin-rich foods that's for your blood, and make sure that you are taking herbs such as nettles that build the blood, hibiscus, red raspberry leaf. I really need to add that to a blend for men. I don't have that in a blend for men, but I'm going to after this. I'm definitely going to add that in a blend after this. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, I have it on my iPad, yeah. Oh, okay. This is always, oh my gosh, I love this question. Y'all always ask me this. Okay. How do I boost energy from my workouts? I mean, from my workouts, from oh yeah, from your workouts. Okay, how do I boost the energy and the stamina? How do I boost this? Well, move your body on a regular. I'm gonna say that first. Move your body on a regular. That will increase your endurance and make sure that you are good when it's time for the good stuff. Okay. Also, I have a stamina surge blend, and what I have in that blend is moringa. I have spirulina. I have green tea. These are all green herbs. If you can think, oh, this is just kind of like, okay, think of it like this. Go is green always. So all of the green herbs are going to give you such good energy. Boost that refractory, what should I say? Shorten the refractory time. So refractory time is like when you are finished and then you want to go again. In the next space within, you're trying to reduce that time so you can just go again right after, right? So those are the things that give you that endurance. Those are the things that keep you going like a rabbit, like you should. Okay. Make sure that you're incorporating greens. If you don't like to eat them, make sure that you're taking herbs, okay? Look, I'm gonna show y'all my hopefully that doesn't fall. Okay, good. Okay, so my stamina surge, see, it is literally green because it has all of those things in it. Moringa is great. Like I said, moringa, spirulina. Spirulina is algae. So it's packed with nutrients. Green tea, of course. That gives you not only energy, but also it helps you to have an appetite control. That's great. Ginger and yeah, all these herbs are just amazing for energy, for stamina, so that you can stay going all night. Oh, I forgot to mention. Okay, let's double back because this is a great one for circulatory system. Yohimbe. I forgot to mention yohimbe. It's a reddish brown. I don't have it here. I do have it in my primal surge blend, but it's a reddish brown and it's amazing. I love yohimbe. It's scary. It can be scary. So I do put a warning on the label. I've had a couple people like email me and be like, I'm scared because I took this and then my heart, and I'm like, right. So be careful. If you have any issues with your heart or any type of thing, or you feel like it's gonna overstimulate you, do not take yohimbe. But yohimbe is great. Yohimbe is great. And that is my primal surge blend. Okay. So we did stamina, how to keep your stamina up. We did how to boost your circulation. We did what else do we do? Oh, what makes herbs work? Okay, so I'm gonna do one more question, and I guess I'll get off of here. I did pretty good. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Liver. Oh my gosh, I get so many questions about the liver, and the only reason why I'm like, okay, liver is important. Liver is so important because it detoxifies your body. So like any toxin. So if you drink a shot of liquor, your liver is detoxifying. It's detoxing it out of your body. It's getting it out of your body. Okay. Or if you drink coffee and there's something that coffee is great. It's not all great for everybody. I believe coffee is an herb. It does great things. But it's just not great for everyone to consume all the time. I am a coffee drinker, but it doesn't affect me. I don't even feel like it keeps me awake. It's just fun. It's comforting. I drink a cup a day with my little milk. I have it right here. Oh man, I forgot to make my tea on here. Anyways, I got my little coffee with my little cinnamon. I put Ceylon cinnamon to boost my circulation. Just get me right. But it's more of a comfort thing. So be mindful of that. That coffee isn't for everyone, but it is an herb, so it's not all bad. Nothing gets all bad. Anyways, okay. So the liver, the liver is going to take care of all of that type of thing. It even boosts, it creates a glucose. It can just do all of these things to make sure that you're good. It is the I had my liver. My kids were playing with my body. But anyways, it's huge. It's huge and it's right here, okay? On your body. Um it's important, but it is not something that deteriorates fast. Your liver, if you take care of your body, your liver does not start to deteriorate until you're in your 70s. Your 70s. So most people shouldn't have issues with their liver. The only reason why you have an issue with your liver is because you're not taking care of your body. You're drinking too much, or you're not eating enough healthy foods, or you're overextending yourself. That's the only reason why you would have issues with your liver. It's just that's the only way. Your liver is amazing at regenerating itself. It is like you could cut a piece off of your liver and it'll grow back. It's a Wolverine of organs. Okay. It's so cool. So, anyways, to keep that liver healthy, what you need to do is eat healthy. Okay. What you need to do is drink your water. What you need to do is exercise. What you need to do is get your sleep and keep your stress levels low because your liver reacts off of what you're doing to your body. And unfortunately, I really feel like, well, it's just truth. It's not even a feel at this point. It, anyways, it's truth that we are hurting ourselves on a continual basis with our lack of understanding how important health is, with our lack of understanding how much every choice that we make is a reflection of what the health of our body is. I talk to people. I mean, oh my goodness, people ask me questions like, "Oh, what should I do for this? What should I do for that?" And I'm like, "Y'all, eat right, drink your water, go to sleep." And then supplement with herbs. I'm constantly saying that, and then people are like, "Yeah, I eat right." No, you don't. Most people don't. Most people don't even realize how much they're not eating correctly. I'm going to do a video next week. It might be my next video of how to nourish your body. My next YouTube video of how to nourish your body because protein is of utmost importance. Okay? It doesn't have to be meat. It can be as long as it's healthy. Um, it's a healthy source. So nourishing your body with the protein, with the fiber, with the healthy fats, eliminating junk. Replace it with things that you like. Like, for example, I really like, oh my gosh, I grew up on gummy candy, like sweet, sour. My mom still eats this is day because we would just have a bowl of candy. Okay. And I love it. To this day, I love it. But I've replaced that with dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is what is best for me. And I can eat a piece and I can feel satisfied and I can be happy and it's cool. Replace those things that you love with the things that are healthy for you. And it's like, well, it doesn't taste as good. So who cares? Who cares if something tastes as good? What's important is if you're healthy and if you have the time to experience other things that are not just food. So all of that to say, make sure that you are taking care of your body, then your liver will take care of you. It is the last to deteriorate. Your skin deteriorates in like your 20s. That's why I'm like obsessed with skincare. Okay, making sure I'm drinking my water, making sure my stuff is good. Your skin starts to deteriorate like in your 30s. Your testosterone goes down. I mean, it's crazy how fast we deteriorate. It's like we were just born, then we just start getting old like immediately, and that's why you take care of your body. That's why health is priority. Yeah, this might not have a I've seen videos that say like, "Oh, my granddaddy, he lived to 92 and he was good and he ate what he wanted to eat and he did." Okay, but you're not your granddaddy. So then what? When you have the knowledge and you know what's best, why choose mediocrity? When you can be amazing, you can be great, ugh, you can be knocking them down to you 100. I'm gonna end this live with this story. So I read in a book that there was this 100-year-old man. I'm I'm gonna say 80. Okay, 100 sounds crazy, right? It sounds like a fairy tale, but 80-year-old man, and we've seen this before. He was so healthy. He took care of his body. He worked out. He did all the things that he knew would make sure that it would elongate his life and that he would have a quality life for the remainder of his life. Not sick and alive, but healthy and alive, even into his old age of 80. So he loved ginseng tea. Ginseng, oh, I have that in my super D tea because of this story, or super D blend because of this story. Okay. So he drank ginseng tea every morning, and every night he welcomed in a new lady into his bedroom. I love that because it shows how much our bodies can do if we take care of them. How much our bodies want to be healthy. If you think about it, if you have been harming your body for so long, for all of these years, and it's still running, you're still good. Just imagine if you were feeding it amazingness, if you were drinking your water, if you were sleeping 7 to 9 hours of sleep, if you were eating healthy foods, if you were keeping your stress levels low and drinking your herbs or taking them with the capsule, just imagine how wonderful your life would be. All right. So I will end there, and I will see you guys in the next live. I think this is a cool one. So we're gonna do this Q&A session again. Next week, maybe next Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna come up with a live schedule so we can just go hard. Okay. Bye y'all.